So hey guys, and welcome back to Leon&Co Sporting, and today we're going to be teaching you how to do the between the legs move in basketball. Now it seems like such an obvious skill, but it's more like where and why to use it than the how to do it, although of course you do have to train a bit. So we'll start with how to do it. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Just go between the legs like this, but that's the most basic one, right? There's this basic one, then there's the double where you go in between twice and then continue, and you can even go back, like you can do as many times as you want. And then the hardest one to do is what I'd say is the crossover one, where you do one between one leg and then you walk forward, or you go backwards twice and then do it between the other legs. So it looks like this, and to skill this up you need to just do it at pace. Like when you do it slowly like this, it doesn't look natural, but if you're running at someone, like it does make sense to do this, since you're going to be running with the other leg anyway, and that's why it's most effective. So those are three ways. There's a basic one, then there's a double, and then there's the actual crossover where you go between both legs. So those are sort of three variations. Now why to use it? The most simple way to do this, you need to understand why to use it, is to slow the tempo of the game. Instead of just doing this, it's also to protect yourself. It's more of a defensive skill, because here, if you're protecting it here, the defender can easily launch it and get it. Whereas if you do this, there is no way they are getting the ball, because your whole leg is between them. You're basically putting the ball behind you, so you're protecting the ball fully, and they'll just foul you if they try and go in. And if they lunge in, this is where the skill really comes in. If they lunge in here, before, like thinking you're just gonna keep the ball like this, if they lunge in, you do this, and then you're gone that way. And the best thing about this is, again, you're just protecting yourself against the defender, right? When you do this, they're lunging in on this side, so their whole body weight is there. If you're explosive enough and you're fast enough with the skill, that's why the training comes in, you can fully go that way as fast as you want. So that's the main reason. Slow the tempo of the game, protect the ball against the defender. Now I'll go into three sort of key variations and when to use them. So the first one I kind of showed is when you're just holding the ball like this, maybe the defender gets a bit bored, impatient, then they come in. When they come in, you wait for them, you go, and then you're gone. You're fully gone here. They cannot get the ball off you at all. There's no way, if you do it properly, if they come here, if you shift it quickly enough, there is no way, because your whole body is protecting you. The defender's on this side, so you need to know and have the IQ to know when to use it. So that's the key one. Then the second one is, as I said, just slowing the tempo of the game. Maybe you're running at a defender, they're thinking you're going to come. No, it's still a step back between the legs, right? They're thinking you're going to go, but you're like, nah, come back here. And again, it's just an easy way of doing it. Instead of doing a step back where you just bring the ball back here, you're not protecting the ball at all. If you're just doing it like this, they can easily come in and like intercept or swipe the ball away. But if you do it between your legs, there's your whole body that's protecting you, the ball between you and the defender. So that's, again, as I said, this is so the tempo one. If you just want to show your team is winning, take some time off the clock, just come back like that, step back between the legs. Now the next one I want to say is the double, and this is when you want to trick the defender. So I'd recommend use this skill once you've done the normal between the legs a few times in the game. They're gonna kind of start to expect it now. I mean, defenders aren't really dumb, right? People aren't that dumb. So if you've done this multiple times in the game, the defender is going to be like, okay, I see him chilling here, he's probably going to do it again. I'm going to maybe bait him to do the skill, but then check my way quickly there. And this is where the double comes in logically, right? So you do the double, you go between the legs and then between the legs again, because they're going to expect you to go that way. They're going to shift the whole body weight that way, but you quickly with the double, you go the opposite way. So this is how it is. Maybe the defender, again, he's expecting you to do the skill, so you do it, but then you double and you're gone off the other way. And this is so effective in the game. It can genuinely like result in ankle breakers, but make sure that you've done the normal one plenty of times against the defender before pulling off the double, because they'll be like, okay, he's done this 1,000 times, I'm not going to expect anything else from him, and then suddenly you're off with that double. Again, it comes down to practice of the double, doing it twice, being able to do it with left hand as well. But once you practice, it's good enough, and yeah, you can be gone. So the final variation is the hardest one, and it's the cross. And this one is just bring it out as the last as well, right? Because it is quite risky. It's when, as I said, you do it between both legs like this, and this is just, it's quite risky because it's kind of counterintuitive, right? You're going left, so you probably beat the defender at that point, but then you're crossing again. So unlike the double, it's not as fast, right? And you also have to go forward, so there's more chance of a foul here. But you can see when it can be useful, right? When you're running at a defender, you can cross him once and then cross him again, but again, there's more chance of a foul. So that's the last result. So yeah, that is the video, guys, how to dribble between your legs. We showed you how to do it, how to train it with those 3 skills. So the first one is just the normal one on both hands, second one is the double, and then third one is the cross. So 3 exercises for you. Then sort of the IQ of why we use it, and then I showed you 3 variations of game situations on when to use it. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful to you, and yeah, like the video.